graduation performance. This show is about a Chinese woman. She's fighting for traditional society bias, and finally she found her inner strength. Like so many young women, I live in an apartment, trying to educate myself so that I don't have to sell myself to the first man that will have me as his wife. I cannot escape the words of father, for whom my mother sacrificed her education. He said, "Get married, so you will be safe, and looked after, can be happy and fulfilled with children. That is your purpose." I sit each day studying and wondering what it is all for. Perhaps I need a degree in husband pleasing. Is there such a thing? I'm at war with myself. Am I more than a wife? More than a mother? More than a slave to the whims of the man I have not even met? I'm less than 1 block away from such a man who could save me. Every night, I stand outside his house even when it's raining. Evening after evening, I return to the same spot in order to meet him. Sometimes it's in vain. One day, I see him coming, and I collect all my forces to prevent myself shrinking out of his path. As chance would have it, a large group of students fill the street, so that he has to pass quite close to me. And he looked at me intimately. You are watching me. Your expression. You did not recognize me. I have no place in your memory. You forgot me because the lights and shadows are different in the evening, and this dress is different. Of course, I've grown a lot. Yes, I've grown a lot. 2 days later, when our paths cross again, and I see his expression, it is simply that he knows the face of the woman whom he had encountered at the same spot 2 evenings before. His expression is one of friendly surprise. He passes me as before. Suddenly, I hear his steps behind me. Without turning around, I know that I'm about to hear his voice. "Hello, did we meet before? You look familiar." "No, I don't think so. But strange, I have the same feeling too." "Would you have dinner with me tonight?" I was delighted. "Yes, of course." We have dinner in a little French restaurant. I think it's wonders. We dance and sing in the middle of the street. The hour grows late. We walk back to his apartment. Are you in any hurry, or do you still have some time? I have plenty of time. Come to my room for a talk. I shall be delighted. In the morning, I must leave early for school and works. Besides, he has servants. I want to leave before one of them comes in. Would you like to take a few flowers with you? For days, they were mine to kiss. We arranged a second evening and a third night. It's wonders. I have to go to Beijing for a while, but I promise you I'll call on you when I get back. But he never did. How do I know it? Because I still stand in the same spot, where the large group of the students never fills the streets again, so day after day for 2 months, I ask myself, should I go asking why? Or just keep silent and wait for him? Until has he forgotten me? No. He wouldn't do that to me. He just needs to see me. I could not stay at school and work during the later month. I don't have a father. My mother died, leaving me alone in this world. My stepfather, upon seeing me pregnant and unmarried, cut me off. I have no family, no money, no hope. I'm grateful for my mother, who forced me to learn to sew. I can't make much, but enough to live. until it is time to go to the hospital. And I lie to them. I tell them my husband is dead. It's a deadly place. Everything is strange, alien. We're all alien to one another, only by our kinship of poverty and distress are we thrust into this crowded ward, reeking of chloroform and blood, filled with cries and moaning. You never know, our boy. I blame myself for having hidden him from you. You never see him smile when he's sleeping, and then after his eyes, his dark eyes that are your eyes. It's you, reborn. The more he resembles you, the more I love him. He's good at his lessons, and he works hard so that he can chatter English like a magpie. What a fun, upstanding little man he is. Girls grow fond of him, and he of them. I have a chance to help him become the man I so desperately wanted for you to be. You will wonder how I could manage to give the boy so costly an upbringing. How is it possible for me to provide him an entry into this bright and cheerful life of the well-to-do? Dear one, I'm speaking to you from the darkness, unashamed. I sold myself. I did not become a street worker, no, not to become a prostitute. But I sold myself. My friends, my lovers are wealthy men. At first, I sought them out, but soon they found me. I'm a beautiful woman. Do you ever notice? Everyone to whom I gave myself is devoted to me. They all become my grateful admirers. They all loved me. Except you. Except you. Except you, whom I loved. That's why I sold myself. Honor. Disgrace. What are those? You are the only one to whom my body could belong, and you do not love me. So what does it matter what I do with that body? Will you despise me now that I've told you what I did? The last time I ever saw him, I was at a dinner party on the arm of an elderly man who loved me like a daughter. I scanned the room like I always did, and suddenly, there he was, sitting with some friends at the next table, regarding me with an admiring and covetous glance. It has been years, and still, he can't take his eyes off me. I trembled, and my hands shook so violently that I almost let my wine glass fall. I called him over and excused myself from the table. His face lights up when we finally reach each other. He does not recognize me. Neither as the child who once lived next door, nor as the girl who had dinner with him in the French restaurant, nor as the mother of his son. I'm a new acquaintance. I asked him, would you have dinner with me tonight? Yes, he answered. The same gentle answer that he had heard from me in my girlhood years earlier. I'm playing with fire. Feverish night. Lying in the darkness beside him, I almost forgot myself. Who am I? Am I the impassioned child from older days? Am I the mother of your son? Am I a stranger? He does not ask my name. To him, I am as before, a casual adventure, a nameless woman, an hour of passion, which leaves no trace when it's over. He asked me, where am I going? Maybe Beijing for a while, but I promise you, I'll call on you when I get back. He looks at me as if 20 years earlier and said, good things are now forgotten, and I shall not forget you. I put my dress up, and I put my heels on, and I tossed a few bills on the bed. He stops me, holding up the bills, confused, and said, "What's this?" I look at him for a long moment. "It's for you."